The 100, those will be 8 laps apiece. The winner of heat number 1 will be on the victory fuel pole here tonight. There'll be 2 B mains. Those will be 10 laps apiece right now, scheduled 4. We'll take the top 3 out of those. Then we'll figure out the provisionals and the 100 lap, $30K to win a main event. The last time we ran the Hillbilly 100, it was rained out 1 year ago, was in 2023 at Tyler County, won by Jonathan Davenport. Track facts here at Lernerville. Sarver, Pennsylvania is where we are at, about 35 miles sort of northeast of Pittsburgh. This place opened in 1967, the legendary, the late Don Martin, the original owner of this facility. In fact, they'll have the Don Martin Classic coming up here in a few weeks and his 4/10 mile oval. Last night it was Garrett Alberson got the win, $10,000 in a full points race with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Devin Moran came from 8th to 2nd. Hudson O'Neill 7th to 3rd. Garrett Moorbacher, you're back for more tonight. You picked Garrett Alberson last night to win, so we're allowing you to come back tonight, if that's okay with you.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate all your help. You've done a great job. And tell us a little bit about some pre-race activities, anything going on. You were not at the autograph session. I was greatly disappointed, my friend.
No, they had me do some Summit Racing equipment reels, so had to do some FloRacing ads for them. But like you said, Garrett Alberson, his first career Lernerville win. Led all 40 laps, so it wasn't that easy. How about Devin Moran coming from 8th, got 2nd. Can he join his dad as a Hillbilly 100 champion? We'll find out tonight. Also, Ricky Thornton Jr. started on the victory lane pole, got a top 5, still the point leader coming into tonight. A lot of stuff could happen in 100 laps. Can't wait to see what happens. Dirt Draft Hot Laps coming up soon. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series live on FloRacing.
I don't know what it is. I totally feel like I'm a kid again when I get on my buzz bike.
Horsepower, baby. You know me, I like horsepower.
We no longer bring golf carts to the racetrack because we have buzz bikes.
The University of Northwestern Ohio can turn your passion for all things diesel into a profitable career. On the shop floor, in our live engine rooms, or on the diesel dynos, 70% of your training is hands-on.
There's a good chunk of the time where you're just in the shop all day, and it's really enjoyable to apply what you just learned in the textbook.
From light duty to heavy duty, even specialty training in Mack and Volvo engines.
You can get pretty much a job anywhere if you're going to a top school for diesel and they want you.
Get started today at unoh.edu.
Hey race fans, Burdick's RV Center is your full-line Renegade RV dealer in the Northeast. Travel to and from your destination in extreme luxury, Class C and Super C motorhomes like no other. Choose a new Renegade Explorer or the incredible Renegade Classic, while the new Renegade XL stands above them all. We'll help arrange financing and work with your trade-in too. So chase races, chase your dreams with Renegade at Burdick's RV Center in Cicero, New York, or burdicksrvcenter.com.
V-Land is proud to be an official partner of the 2023 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Check us out at www.vland.com for more info. See you at the races. ARP, the ultimate fasteners for racing in the dirt. With high horsepower demands, ARP delivers maximum clamping force and performance. When failure on the dirt is not an option, it's arp-bolts.com.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Summit Racing Equipment. Everything you need for anything you drive. By Big River Steel, developing sustainable steel made with the world's most advanced mini-mill technologies. And by Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. James Essex, Garrett Moorbacher, Robbie DeVore here tonight at Lernerville. First time they've hosted the Hillbilly 100. And for those that saw down there, the car that Bob Waring Sr. drove back in about 1979 or 80 back there. Bob Waring Sr., the only driver to win the Hillbilly 100 4 years in a row. He did that from 73 to 76 at Pennsboro. He also is a 6-time track champion here along with Alex Ferree at Lernerville. But he is the all-time winningest driver. That's pretty cool right there. Right there on the racetrack here. So we got on the front. Oh, I think that's Goggles Paisano. That's right, it's Pop's buggy out there. Bob Waring Sr., by the way, a little bit about him. The all-time winningest driver here in any division, 179. That's combined late model and modified. Lou Blaney is second. 118, Ed Lynch Jr. at 112, Lynn Geisler at 109, and Brian Schwartzlander at 102. And again, in the late model division, he is the all-time winningest driver. There is Bob Waring Sr., 117 wins, followed by Lynn Geisler, Michael Norris, John Flinner, and Alex Ferree at 41. Always a great time here, the home of the Firecracker, the Thompson family promoted facility. All right, our weather here, it's a beautiful evening. Crowd coming in. Got here, 3 or 4 hours ago and before the autograph session, and a lot of campers here this afternoon and this evening. Enjoying the weather here in western Pennsylvania, 70 degrees. We have a 9-mile-an-hour wind, broken clouds right now as we head into the Hillbilly 100 here tonight. Again, $30,000 to the winner. After last night, full points race, it's still Ricky Thornton Jr. Well, we thought for a moment he came in last night, and he's right now leading by 20. In fact, he ran second for the first 4 laps of the race, faded back to 8th, got back to 5th, and got ahead of Davenport. So he gained some points on JD last night. 20 points the deficit right now for Davenport behind Thornton. Devin Moran, a solid run here last night, 8th to 2nd, 4:15 back, and Hudson O'Neill 7th to 3rd. Here last night, he is 4th in points. Brandon Shepard, he is 5th, and it's Garrett Alberson, last night's winner. Brandon Overton, Dalton Wilson, and Carson Ferguson, and Donald McIntosh are top 10. By the way, an update again on Dalton Wilson. He did receive hardship points voted on by the drivers last night and tonight. They are out of motors for the Ratliff team. And most likely, again, they will not even be at Eldora next week in the race. So bad news there, but he hopes to be back at Knoxville. And by the way, Hunt the Front is here tonight with Colton Miller, JCM Motorsports. He'll be here for the first time at the Ville here tonight. A Rookie of the Year standings. O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year standings, $20,000 to the top point man, $18,000 in contingencies. Right now it's Donald McIntosh, 185 ahead of Daniel Hilzebeck. Third is Dan Ebert out of Minnesota. So 38 cars entered here tonight. Again, we gained Joseph Joyner, Hunt the Front. We lost Michael Norris. Last night had a flip, and hopefully he is doing better today, but he is not racing tonight. He clinched his 5th title this year. And Josh Richards not racing tonight in his comeback last night after being out of it for about 3 years. Mechanical issues, and they are not running tonight, the number 1 car for Josh Richards. Former Hillbilly 100 winner. Back in 2019 when he drove for Clint Boyer Racing. Schedule events for Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series after tonight. We're off for a couple of weeks. And as I always say, every Lucas Oil race on FloRacing will be at the legendary Knoxville Raceway, Knoxville, Iowa. The Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, September 18th through the 20th. Brownstown Speedway, always special to myself, the C.J. Rayburn Memorial on Friday night, September the 26th and September the 27th. Back in Brownstown, $50,000 to win the Jackson 100. And then we'll be back in Western PA at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, a 2-day deal there. Separate show on Friday, October the 3rd, and the Pittsburgher on Saturday, October the 4th. Then off for a week, and then we'll be at Eldora. Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway. with Carlos Short's 45th Annual Dirt Track World Championship, October 17th and 18th. Ticket and camping information on sale now for Eldora. But Eldora, we will be there next weekend live here on FloRacing. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the World 100. 72,000 to win 1 week tonight at Eldora. Well, you're another one of the historic tracks in all of dirt late model racing, dirt track racing all together at Lernerville for the Hillbilly 100. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by FloRacing. We'll be back with Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Welcome back to Lernerville, the 57th Hillbilly 100, the oldest continuous race in dirt late model racing. Don Gregory, who was known more for asphalt racing, he won the very first one in Pennsboro in '67. You mentioned Bob Waring Sr., and I believe Bob is watching tonight, according to his daughter. Bob, good to have, man. You're a legend, man. You are the all-time winningest driver, not here at Lernerville, 179 career wins, the all-time winningest late model driver. Plus, he drove to a lot of victories here in a modified. He's the only driver in the history of the Hillbilly 100 to win it 4 years in a row in 73, 74, 75, and 76. Truly a legend of our sport. And, of course, here in Western Pennsylvania, I mean, when you mention the name Bob Waring Sr., that is high praise. Of course, the Blaneys, the Lynches, Lynn Geisler, John Flinner, you go on and on. Just some of the all-time greats in dirt track racing, whether you're a sprint car man, big block modified fan, late model fan. They're truly a legendary area here, and we're glad to be a part of this race here at Lernerville. By the way, Dirt Draft, if you're not on Dirt Draft, get on there. You got before the heat races to pick your top 5 in tonight's Hillbilly 100. You got $1,000 salary cap, $100,000 salary cap to work with. Pick your top 5, and you could be a winner. If you're a first-time player, go to dirtdraft.com or get the app, and you could get a free shirt, either a high-limit shirt, USAC, or preferably a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series shirt, right? Go to Dirt Draft. Thank you, everybody involved in that. And by the way, Dustin Jarrett, he'll be at Eldora next week to try to defend his title, right, Tiffany? He won the Dirt Draft at Eldora last week. He's got the trophy to prove it, Tiffany. Don't tell me any different. Dustin and Ben and Michael Norris, not the Michael Norris from Sarver, but Michael Norris from Fairbury, and Randy Weaver, they'll be joining us next weekend. I guess we could say 12,000 win features on Thursday, 12,000 win features on Friday, and then 72,000 to win next Saturday night. That's the 55th World 100 at Eldora. Well, up first is Dirt Draft Hot Laps for Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Group number 1, there's the Dude Wipes. UN 0876 Out of Evans, Georgia, that is Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton in 76. He won the Hillbilly 100 back in 2018. Behind him, the 14 car. Cody Mallory turned the wrenches. The supply chain management entry, the Longhorn. Out of Rincon, Georgia, that is Hayden Cowan. Hayden Cowan in 14, trying to make his first Hillbilly 100 here tonight. Behind him, in the 10 car. He won the track title here in 1998. He comes to us out of here at Hyde Park, Pennsylvania. This 38th year of racing in the Sprinkles neighborhood market entry. That is the veteran Gary Lyle. Gary Lyle in car number 10. There's last night's winner in the 58 car. He's in the Sunoco Race Fuels, Mesilla Valley Transportation. Romer Machine, low voltage solutions entry, cheap cars. 58 for Roberts Racing, that is Garrett Alberson. Garrett Alberson out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Behind him, the 77 car. This year in the Lernerville points, he finished in 4th. He's out of Saxonburg in the Weiss Asphalt Products and Towing Longhorn for Houston Brothers Racing. That is Tyler Dietz. Tyler Dietz in 77. 14 car, that'll be Clay Ruffo. Clay Ruffo. Clay Ruffo, he'll be coming up first tonight in the Mercer PA in the Rocket Pro Power. Grumpy's Auto Detailing. They're a supply car for Clay Ruffo. There's the 24 car. That'll be Tyler Wyatt. Tyler Wyatt out of Oil City, Pennsylvania. He's in the Virgil Iron and Steel winchrental.com Longhorn. And behind him, the number 9 car. Good run last night. 2-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. 38 career wins with us. He is in the Briggs Transport Dave Warren Power Sports number 9. That is T-Mac Tim McCready. Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York in car number 9. There's the 60 car, currently 3rd in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase of the James Trantina owned car. The Collins Brothers Towing Minnesota quarters entry of Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert out of Lakeshore, Minnesota. There's a driver, one of the drivers. He's battling for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. That'll be the 22, the Banning Chiropractic Capital. That'll be Daniel Hilzebeck. Daniel Hilzebeck comes to us out of Earlham, Iowa in car number 22. Tim McCready, 4th here last night. And that number 9 for Briggs Transport. I know he missed running the firecracker. You never know, maybe he'll be back in 2026 for that event. One of his favorite racetracks. And glad to have him here this weekend along with teammates Chubb Frank and Boom Briggs. Garrett Alberson right now, 18.117 as we've. Track was in excellent shape last night. You could run another 50 laps there last night. Tonight we're going to run another 60 after 40 laps last night. So great job by the track crew here at Lernerville. And Garrett Alberson right now, 18.117 in that 58 car. Got his first win at Lernerville here last night. Of course, he finished 4th in the firecracker back here in June. And he has 4 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Hey, we'd like to thank Denego. And the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is presented by FloRacing, of course, with collaboration with Eldora Speedway and Carl Short. Going to be giving away a prize package. We're going to give a 3 prize package to be awarded to 3 different fans. If you buy advance tickets at EldoraSpeedway.com for the Dirt Track World Championship. Now, they will have a display next weekend at Eldora for the World 100, so you can check that out. But to register to win, you got to buy advance tickets to the Dirt Track World Championship. And for camping and ticket information, go to EldoraSpeedway.com. Or you can see the bike in person next weekend at Eldora. They will have a display again. Thanks to Denego for all of their help. Making a fun fan experience. Up next will be group number 2, led out by the 1 car, the All-American Framer, Zarin Automotive entry. That'll be Logan Zarin. Logan Zarin out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania in car number 1Z. Behind him, there's Hunt the Front, his first visit here in the Colt Miller JCM Motorsports car, the Clyburn Take Lines. Yellowhammer construction entry. That'll be Joseph Joyner. Joseph Joyner comes to us out of Milton, Florida. He's in the rocket with the J. Dickens power plant under the hood. There's the 111. Good run last night for Max Blair. Max Blair, the Brad Spochaz, 111. C&J Dairy, Creekside Auto Sales, Longhorn. Out of Centerville, Pennsylvania for the 111. There's the 49, second of the points, 91 career wins. 2-time Hillbilly 100 winner. The ESC Warranty Nutrient Solutions 49 of Jonathan Davenport. There's the veteran Dan Angelicchio. Dan Angelicchio in car 14. He is out of Mount Pleasant. This year's track points here in that 55 chassis. Lower Borough, Pennsylvania, his home for Chris Schneider in the red and blue 55. Brock Pinkerus, is he out there in the 555? Got his first Super Late Model win 1 week ago at State Line, New York. He is in the Shackleton Auto and Truck Parts Pinks Links Virtual Golf Rocket for his dad, Paul Pinkerus, out of Ellenville, New York, for Brock Pinkerus. Mikey Marler, also out there, the 157. The only three-time winner of the Knoxville Late Model Nationals. He is in the Longhorn tonight. Max Blair, as 794. How about the journey for Joyner and the team? They're going to take their car to Eldora next week. So they left the team based, driving the 19M is based in Birmingham, Alabama. So they get ready to leave Birmingham and they got a problem with the rig. So they have to go and get another truck to pull the trailer up here and do all that. So they did that. And they made it in here, I believe, this morning, right? So they are here tonight for the first time, and he will be in that car the rest of the year, except for Brownstown, when they do have a hunt to front race that weekend at Milton, Florida, at Southern Raceway. So I guess we get a rain out down there. Can be at Brownstown, right? But anyway. There you have it. Saw a shot there of Brandon Shepard. He's coming up in group number 3. So again, Max Blair, 16.639 to 111. There's Mikey Marler. Marler did double duty last week at Port Royal. Good showing in the late mod, and he won in the modified for Jerry Foster, who's also had Drake Trowman win in that car. They won at Mississippi Thunder back in a few months ago, $100,000. Ricky Thornton Jr. in the lineup sheet right there, the current points leader, looking for his second straight championship. Again, 12 wins. Again, wins count because you get 10 bonus points for victories. Now that is in full late model, well, a full field late model, okay? Because we do count all-time wins count as far as wins, even if it's split field. But for not split field points, full field points, Thornton has 12 wins, Davenport 6, Moran 5, O'Neill 4, Shepard at 2, and you take that times 10 as we head to the final 4 of the year. And again, the final 4 will be decided at Knoxville. It'll be the Big River Steel Big 4 as the points leader at that point. And right now it's going to be most likely either Thornton or Davenport. They're going to pocket an extra $10,000 courtesy of Big River Steel. The rest of the 3, they will pocket $2,000. So thank the Big River Steel for that, and that'll again be decided after Knoxville here coming up in September. Tim McCready has gone off the track in car number 9, by the way, here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. So we'll keep an eye on what happened there. Remember, Thornton last night lost his brakes in Hot Laps, and they had to get that fixed. As you see the 10 car of Gary Lyle, track champion back in 1998, again his 38th year of racing. Brandon Overton, 15.932, quickest in that group in the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn factory car. There's the legendary Chubb Frank, no doubt one of the all-time greats. He's only missed one firecracker. That was last year. He made it this year. the Hall of Famer out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, formerly known, of course, as the Shoestring Traveler. For many years, multi-time Star Series champion. See Max Blair there. By the way, if you've not yet registered, you can win a new rocket chassis, by the way. That is a full-blown rocket chassis, by the way. And they're going to give that away at the World Finals in Charlotte coming up in November. November the 8th will be the drawing, so get down there and register for that. Donation, it's $10. All right, $10 per ticket. And that'll be given away at Charlotte Motor Speedway dirt track coming up November the 8th. Again, thanks to everybody involved in that, the Racers for Tots. And such a great deal. And they, you know, for Christmas time and all that, getting toys for the kids. Some of the not so fortunate like a lot of us have been, but just a great cause there, Racers for Tots. So get down there, and they will be at Pittsburgh, by the way, coming up in October as well. $10 a chance to win that rocket chassis. So this is Group 2 back out here in hot laps. I would like to thank the fine folks at Jim Greenleaf at Summit Racing Equipment. Cannot be here this weekend, but glad for his support here. Go to Summit, SUMMIT Racing.com for more information on Summit Racing Equipment, located over in Ohio. They have several locations, but the nearest one in Talmadge, Ohio. SummitRacing.com. Jonathan Davenport, 15-2-5-1. Our camera crew does such a great job with FloRacing as you look inside the cockpit of Lynn Geisler's #1 seed, driven by Alex Ferree. Alex Ferree, 6-time track champion, 41 career victories here at Lernerville. Of course, his dad, Ed Ferree, legendary racer as well. He won a lot here as well. Alex Ferree, 5th all-time here at Lernerville in wins, only behind Bob Waring Sr., Lynn Geisler, Michael Norris, and John Flinner. Well, there's the Valvoline Soybeard Cat French's #1 car. It'll be Brandon Shepard. Brandon Shepard has never won the Hillbilly 135 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And then Mark Richards Racing #1 behind him here. And in turn #1 is Ricky Thornton Jr., his good friend in that 20 RT. In that Hoker Trucking Recovery 20 RT. He'll be at Eldora tomorrow as he's sporting that Midwest Sheeple orange spoiler. And again, the Baltas Classic will be live here on FloRacing tomorrow night. They have 2 feature races, the Ironman Series, plus they have modifieds and super stocks tomorrow night to be live at 6 o'clock at Eldora here on FloRacing. There's the #1 Cochran car, Lynn Geisler. Tire issue in qualifying last night, put it behind the 8-ball, missed the starting field by 1 last night. This year in the Lernerville points, he came home in 6th for the 6-time track champion. There's the 66 car of Huntington, PA, the Claycomb Excavating entry. That is Justin Can. Justin Can. There's the 48. There's the J4. Rather, there's John Garvin Jr. John Garvin Jr., track champion here at Lernerville. Back in 2022, the Garvin Scrap Metals car. And there's Chubb Frank. Chubb Frank, the Corey Rubber Corporation 1-star, 16 career wins here at Lernerville for Chubbzilla. And there's the 6th car, the Wilkerson Farms entry, Durham Power Plant under that Longhorn. That is Clay Harris. Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida. There's the 93 car. Back again this year at Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The PPC Lubricants, Poncho's Racing Products, all about Rapsinoco. 93 of Corey Lawler. Corey Lawler out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, 93. There's the Mesilla Valley Transportation 22 car. That is Drake Troutman. Drake Troutman, last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. The GR Smith car, the Victor Circle Auto Sales Gambler Transport entry of Drake Troutman. Ricky Thornton Jr., quickest in that group, 15-478, 15478. In car number 20, Tyler Erb. Tyler, Uncle T, with us here tonight. 21 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He's back in the best car tonight. Well, he had the best 01 generally last night. Had to go to backup car, made the show last night after starting shotgun in this heat race. There's the 99B car, the Dave Warren Power Sports Nice NYCE entry. That is Boom Briggs out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania in the 99B car. As he hits into turn number 1, our 4th and final group of dirt draft hot laps. So also out here in that group, coming out of turn number 2, driving Todd Bachman's 66 Club 29 entry, that'll be Levi Yetter. Levi Yetter out of Cabot, Pennsylvania in car number 66. Behind him, two-time track champion, finished second in the points this year. That is Kenny Schultenbrand. Ken Schultenbrand out of right here in Sarver, Pennsylvania in car number 29. Behind him, the 48 car. This year he finished in the points here at Lernerville third. 2021 track champion, former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year, that is Colton Flinner. Colton Flinner in John Johnson's 48 car. John's towing a Longhorn. There's the 40B car, the Lucas Oil Products LTX entry. That is driven by Kyle Bronson. Kyle Bronson out of Brandon, Florida in the orange and white 40B. Also on the track, there's the best performance. Langenfelder Mechanical Contractors, #1 rocket. That'll be Tyler out of New Waverly, Texas. Also on the track should be the Taylor Motorsports 93 Hoopak Grading Company. 93, that is Carson Ferguson. There's the B22, that is Devin Rain's father-in-law. That is Bump Hedman out of Schuylkill, Pennsylvania. In the B22, there's last night third place finisher, the Wheeler Medals. Big River Steel, 71 for SSI Motorsports. That is Hudson O'Neill out of Martinsville, Indiana. There's the Hoopak Grading Company. Live Oak Aesthetic Coleman Farms 93, that is Carson Ferguson out of Lincoln in North Carolina. So that should do it for the 4th and final group. How about Levi Yetter? He just practiced in this car like at Marion Center like Thursday night, right? His 9 car may be done for the year. Had some mechanical issues there, so he may park that for the rest of the year and drive this Todd Bachman's car. But 15.586 for the Cabot, Pennsylvania driver. In car 66, Levi Yetter. So that should do it for Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And we'll come back with All-Star Performance. Again, we'll have 4 heat races tonight. Take the top 4. 2 B mains, top 3, and in provisional and 100 laps tonight. $30,000 to win. The Steel Block still have a 50-lapper to wind up the evening here tonight. And Robbie DeVore on the call. The Hot Laps coming up next. Robbie, take it away, brother.
You got it, sir. Thank you very much for having us again here at Lernerville Speedway and Carl Short. The Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series set to take on these high, treacherous banks. No wall in the backstretch. I'm going to keep putting it out. This is my first time here. This is our first time here as a series. And it's the first time we're across the border from Ohio to Pennsylvania. So we're going to have these cars. We got 25 of them tonight. $5,000 to win later on in the afternoon under the lights at a beautiful facility here at Lernerville Speedway. Coming off the win last night, Russell Irwin, coming up from Commonwealth, Virginia, takes home the checkered flag and the $2,500 check. We've got our cars in the chute coming out now. So same format as before, going to be coming out in some groups, pull out the racetrack, and then the Lucas Oil boys are going to be coming back out for their qualifying time trial effort. Out on track now from Franklin, Pennsylvania in the 44 Bravo, Aiden Buzzell. He leads this field. Derek Rogers in the number 23 machine out there, as well as the Rushville Rocket in the number 25, Ted Johnson Jr. 23 got a flashy paint scheme. It was the first time that he came back here in a couple months. Good to see Derek Rogers back with the series. Had himself some issues earlier on in the year. We got Demetrius Drellis from Queensbury, New York, in the ones tonight. First time competitor with the Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series underneath the flag stand now. BJ Gregory in that number 56 machine from Swanton, Ohio. John Melvin in the number 81. Evan Terry. It looks like we're going to go ahead and spin him up this time. Let's get him up to speed. 2 laps. Lots of drivers were singing their praises about the racetrack last night. It was slick, it was fast, and it was intimidating for all of these drivers. And you can only imagine, ladies and gentlemen, with all the heat races that we have tonight, jam-packed in here, 100 laps for the Hillbilly 100, and we got a 50-lap feature ourselves down here in the valley. It is going to be slick, and it's going to be fun to watch, whether you're in the grandstands or watching at home on Flo. Buzel there underneath the flag stand in the 44 Bravo almost took it to the door of Evan Terry on the hot lap. Let's keep it off of each other, fellas. Come on. We got to 56, slowing down in turn number 3. That is BJ Gregory. He's going to check up the field there last night. Feeling pretty good. Talked to him earlier on in the pit walk. He said his tire compound was not what it needed to be, so made some adjustments, maybe put a different set of tires on that bad boy, and he's going to go ahead and take on the high banks here at Lernerville one more time. BJ Gregory actually is fastest out of that group, believe it or not, in the 56. He got himself a 16.484. He has the fastest time right now. The 81 of John Melvin right behind him with a 16.744. Derek Rogers in a 2.3 is third quick right now in their hot laps with a 16.798. In the home stretch for the Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series Championship season, you can catch us September 13th at Ponderosa Speedway, and then a week later at Midway, September 20th. Come on out if you guys are in the area. I know we have a lot of fans in the grandstands tonight that have traveled from far and wide. Come on out to watch this series. We are banging through this season. The rain hurt us earlier on in the year, had a wonky schedule update towards the middle, but now we're here at Lernerville, and we could not be more happy about it, ladies and gentlemen. Bernie Whiteford leads this field out and a crawl on the backstretch. Braden Dillinger from Dawson, Pennsylvania. Brian Hutchko competed last night from Coropolis, Pennsylvania. I'm super sorry, Pennsylvania natives. I know I butchered that. I gave it my best shot. And we got the number 97 out there from Catlettsburg, Kentucky, of Kevin Terry, one of our Rookie of the Year candidates, the 99 Tango of Tyler Riggs from New Matamoros, Ohio. And he's going to go ahead and get it up to speed. Got a bunch of 44s out there tonight. Sean Shoemaker from Mount Union, Pennsylvania, out there in that bright orange. Number 44 taken to the backstretch, as well as the B52, walked away with a second place finish last night in the feature. Got himself $1,000, as well as our Rookie of the Year, Chew on This Jerky, Rookie of the Year leader in that Ray's Garage, number U2 of Christy Euler. All chasing from group number 1 in that 56, BJ Gregory. Right now, the number 44 is in your Fast Four, Sean Shoemaker with a 17.018. This group has not scored a 16-second lap just yet as the checkered flag flies. Pete Crum going to move it up. First 16-second lap for him in group number 2, 16.869 for the B52 of Pete Crum. Jumps the 44 of Sean Shoemaker, bumps him back down to the 5th position with a 17.01. Hey, Christy Euler, look at this, P6, U2, had some damage to the front end last night in the feature. Comes back out here, rips a burner, puts her in the 6th spot, 17.335.
Send the next.
Okay. 25 cars on the docket tonight. Leading us out is going to be Corey Delancey right now, P2 in that championship points battle. Had a 7th place finish last night for the feature. Was really ticked off at himself, just the car wasn't handling right, and you got to think, man, this is an aggressive racetrack with aggressive speed, and the lap traffic last night, if you guys were here, oh my goodness, it was a daggone hurricane. Corey Delancey was a victim of the lap traffic last night, walked away with a 2nd place finish, but leading him down the backstretch, and then number 22, all the way from Commonwealth, Virginia. My gosh, that's the 22 of Russell Irwin. Picked up the win last night, $2,500 in his pocket. He's looking to best it and double that tonight with a $5,000 points, or $5,000 in his pocket tonight. He is underneath the flag stand now. First time competitor in our series, walked it off with the win. Logan Zarin from Hookstown, Pennsylvania, in the number 33. He is underneath the flag stand.
Exiting turn 2.
Pick the pace up, guys. Let's go, guys. Green's going to be out.
Caleb Whiteford, we got a bunch of ones out there underneath the flag stand, as well as Lucas McDonald in the number 44. From Concord, North Carolina, in the number 55. Had himself a heat win last night. That is Matt Long, but we're going to go ahead and buzz it up. Let's get him up to speed. Couple laps here to figure out this track. All chasing from group number 1 in that 56. Only scored himself 1 lap with a 16.484 for BJ Gregory, John Melvin, Derek Rogers. Right now, your podium hot lap runners. Just about 0.3 of a second split between first, second, and third. Hey, Russell Irwin, go ahead and pick up right where you left off, buddy. 2-2, top of the boards. Russell Irwin, P1 first, 15-second lap of the night, 15.968. 5-time Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series champion. Right now, P2 on speed with a 16.107. He was battling last night with Pete Crum in a V52 for that second spot. Got passed in the 11th hour, walked away with a 3rd place finish right now in the hot laps. 5-time from Boca, West Virginia. My boy, Zach Milby, P2. Taylor Puckett out there as well. Cracks that fast 4. Taylor Puckett 16.498, but it's going to be Russell Irwin. That's going to conclude our hot lap session 22. Look at this, man. If I'm betting on anybody tonight, Russell Irwin, all the way from Virginia. Bet the farm, ladies and gentlemen. Russell Irwin, 15-second lap, 15.968. Zach Milby, P2, 16.107. BJ Gregory, 3rd, 16.484. Taylor Puckett, Corey Delancey, your top 5. Matt Long, Braden Dillinger, Lucas McDonald, John Melvin, Derek Rogers, your top 10 for your Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series hot laps. Mr. Essex, I know we're a small class here, but we're rising the ranks, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the baton back over to you, sir.
Very good. Thank you very much, Robbie. All right, coming up next, we'll have All-Star Performance. Time trials. $30,000 to win tonight for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. You're watching it all live here on FloRacing. We'll be back from Lernerville momentarily. Welcome back to Lernerville Speedway. James Essex, Garrett Moorbacher, and Robbie DeVore tonight. The 57th Hillbilly 100 brought to you by Summit Racing Equipment. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series time trials coming up 3 at a time here tonight. So Group A, they will qualify against each other. They will be heats 1 and 2 here tonight. It'll be Clay Ruffo. He should be the first qualifier. He comes to us out of Mercer, PA. He is in the Grumpy's Auto Detailing, Barris Supply, Elk Life, Rocket Pro Power. Followed by the third in the Rookie of the Year chase of Lakeshore, Minnesota. It'll be Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert in the James Trantina. Collins Brothers Towing, Minnesota Truck Headquarters, Woody's Racing, Christian Group, Peterson Farms, the Rocket Durham. Followed by Daniel Hilzebeck. He's second in the Rookie of the Year chase. He's out of Earlham, Iowa. He's in the Manning Chiropractic, 22 Enterprise, the Big Deal Car Care, Hilzebeck Farms, Finish Line Body and Paint, Adam Snow Removal, Alley Auto Sales. That's a Capital Clements. For the Hawkeye State driver, that is Daniel Hilzebeck in 22. Clay Ruffo at 16.154. 16.154, the track record 14.750 by Devin Moran. Dan Ebert will be at 16.205, and his first lap, Hilzebeck, go quick time, 15.881, 15.881 for Hilzebeck. Ruffo lap 2 is going to be 16.181, a little bit slower on that lap 2. Here comes Dan Ebert. Got off the track last night, a little bit of some damage on that car, 16.319, and lap 2, 16.155 for Hilzebeck. And lap number 2, Tim McCready does not come out in his spot. He can come out to the end, but then gets one lap. So that'll be the 58 car. He comes to us out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Last night's winner to be Garrett Alberson. He's in the Ken and Beth Roberts Low Voltage Solution, Messiah Valley Transportation, Sunoco Race Hills, Titan Racing Products, New Tunac Solution, Bill's Sport Shop, Dunright TV, Dickey's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, Fertilizer Equipment, Romer Machine, Denago Power Sports, Mitchell Ranch, Longhorn Clements, followed by Gary Lyle, the 98 track champion out of Hyde Park, PE, the Rocket Cornets, Wrinkles Neighborhood Market hashtag Save On Me, Mr. Feed, and Novotny's Pizza, and Tyler Wine, he's in the Virtual Iron in the middle, winchrental.com, Eagle Hoist and Winch, Bish Heating and Cooling, Longhorn Pro Power. Lap number 1 for Garrett Alberson is going to be 18.560. And lap number 2, by the way, Gary Lyle's first lap 16.612. Tyler Wyatt's first lap 16.288. Wait till this updates here. Garrett Alberson will go to second, 15.919. 15.919 for Alberson. Wyatt's best lap 16.288. Gary Lyle's best lap is 16.578. Up next will be the 77 car. He was 4th in this year's points. That'll be Tyler Dietz. He's out of Saxonburg, Pennsylvania. Houston Brothers Racing, Weiss Asphalt Products and Paving, VFW Veterans, Foreign Wars, Moody Sales, Kip Johnson Upholstery, Whitetail Heaven Outfitters, Samuel Adams, Doherty Motorsports, Longhorn, Corvette, followed by Brandon Overton, Briggs Motorsports, Napa Longhorn, Factory Car, the Messiah Valley Transportation, RP Hot Sauce, Dude Wipes, UNOH, Biggs Dog Sumpin Tree, Napa Auto Parts as we go under caution here off of turn 4 for Hayden Cowan. The youngster out of Rincon, Georgia, the Brad Cowan, Longhorn Clements, Supply Chain Management, 780 Graphics, Harco Construction, Container One, Wise Forest Products, Boswell Oil, Screven Motorsports Complex. Number 14, Longhorn Clements again for the 14. Nobody was under the green. So again, Brandon Overton out there in the 76. Longhorn Clements, Riggs Motorsports. The Dude Wipes entry. So everybody gets 2 laps. We'll have green, white, and checkered for all of these drivers. Green goes to Overton. Green goes to Hayden Cowan. Anthony Burrows, the crew chief on the 76 car. Cody Mallory on the 14 car. And Tyler Dietz taking the green in 77, a track regular here at Lernerville. Brandon Overton, first lap time for 76. Is going to be third at 16.109, 16.109. Hayden Cowan, 16.489. Tyler Dietz on the gas out of turn 4. Around this 4.10 mile oval, Tyler Dietz will go at 16.472. Here comes Brandon Overton, lap number 2. Is going to be 16.065. Hayden Cowan, 16.361. That is 7th right now. Again, these will be heats 1 and 2 tonight. And lap number 2, Tyler Dietz, 16.472. So through 9 cars, it's Daniel Hilzebeck, Garrett Alberson, Brandon Overton, and Clay Ruffo, your top 4. Up next should be the 14 car. The driver comes to us out of Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. He's in the Royal Purple Remodeling Authority, Ace Excavating, Rocket Durham. That'll be Dan Angelico. Dan Angelico 114, followed by the 157. Two-time Hillbilly 100 winner, the Skyline Motorsports Longhorn Clements. That'll be Mike Marlar. Mike Marlar out of Winfield, Tennessee. In the Quick Supply Company, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Truck Country, Brenning Rock Products, Can-Am Love Salvage, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Olsen Explosives. Josh Davis, the crew chief, on 157 to 99 with Chuck Kimball, Dylan Klein, Nick Smith turning the wrenches on that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports Longhorn Cornet. That'll be Devin Moran. Devin Moran out of Dresden, Ohio. The Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Hazen Services, Millwood Plumbing, Bomag, Refuel Wellness, Anthony's Pizza, Red Oak Pub, Pee Wee's Record Service, Car Source Auto, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep, iBox Springs, Phillips CPA, Smoky Mountain Speedway, and Holland Haskell's 99. Mikey Marlar, two-time winner of the Hillbilly 100. He won it once in a steel block driving a C.J. Rayburn chassis. Back in 04, he won it in 2012 as well. And the first lap time for Angelico is going to be 16.745. Marlar, fast time. No, give it to Moran, 15.662. Marlar, 15.746. Angelico lap 2 is going to be 16.799. Mikey Marlar. And it'll be 15.852. Can Moran better the 15.662 for the track record holder? He does at 15.595. 15595. New quick time in Group A, Devin Moran at 99. Up next will be the 55 car. He finished 8th in this year's points here at Lernerville. He's out of Lowell Burrell, PA. It'll be Chris Schneider. Chris Schneider in the 55 chassis, Delmont Racing Engine, Butler Truck Parts. Kenneth Beck Trucking, ICA Mechanical, Jake Brake Customs Powder Coating, BT Truck and Auto Service. It's all clean. Mobile Pressure Washing, followed by Logan Zarin. Out of Bookstown, PA, the Jim Zarin, Longhorn Pro Power. All-American Framers, Napa Racing, Level Enterprises. Schwartz Miller Transport, Brandon's Lawn and Landscape, Tomai's Towing, and Zarin Truck and Automotive, followed by Jonathan Davenport, the Nutrient Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin Automotive, Mecca Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheet Metal, Corey Phosphate, the crew chief on the Longhorn entry 449, Jonathan Davenport. Schneider, 16.350. Davenport, fast time, 15.527. Zarin. Logan Zarin, 16.107. Now he'll go to 6th at 15.986 on lap 2. Davenport, lap 2. It's even faster. 15.357. 15357 for the two-time Hillbilly 100 winner, Jonathan Davenport. New quick time in Group A. By the way, Chris Schneider, his second lap was 16.361. So it's Davenport, Moran, Marlar, Hilzebeck. Your top 4. Up next will be the 111. It's Max Blair. He's out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. He's in the Brad's Pochess, Centerline Motorsports, C&J Dairy, Crate Pizza and Pub, Upstead Auto Group, Dean Auto Group, Creekside Auto Sales, One Stop Collision Care, Murphy's Logging, TLW Transport, Gable Inn, Deer Lakes Bowl, Riggs Fiber. That's a Longhorn Clements. Dad Robbie Miller, the crew chief, Brock Pinkrist, DePaul Pinkrist, Rocket Clemens, Shackleton Auto and Truck Park, Pink's Links Virtual Golf, Dr. Pink Orthodontics, Northeast Paving and Seal Coat, Russ King Racing, 555, and then Joseph Joyner. He is in the hunt, the front 19M for Colt Miller JCM Motorsports. Lap 1 for Blair is 6th at 15.947. Lap 1 for Joseph Joyner, 16.020. That's 9th. Max Blair. Lap 2 is going to be 4th quick at 15.783. Here comes Joseph Joyner. Lap 2 in the 19M. And he goes to 3rd quick time, 15.725 for Joyner in that J. Dickens powered rocket. And lap number 2 for Bam Bam is going to be 8th at 16.19. First lap will be his best at 15.977. Still working on McCready's car. He will not qualify. So how about that? That should be Group A. So we'll be finalized here in a second. Right now, unofficially, 10th Overton, 9th Zarin, 8th Bam Bam, 7th Alberson, 6th Hilzebeck, 5th Blair, 4th Marlar. How about Joyner in the 19M? 3rd quick, his first time here at Lernerville. Third quickest in Group A, Moran second. And in your quickest so far in Group A and overall, 15.357 in the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. By the way, we still have 50-50 tickets on sale here at the Buffalo Township Town Hall. Also, we got a Hyundai license plate 10N IQ6. How about that, Robbie? An IQ6. That's not a very good IQ, is it?
You sure that's a 1-0 at the front?
I don't know. Is it a 1-0? What else would it be? An LZ? An L? What is it?
Maybe an I. What? I don't.
Could be an I. I don't know.
It's a Navy Hyundai. Come on, baby.
It's a Navy Hyundai. And we've got, what's the MMF? Not Monday Night Football, right? MNF 0886. Your lights are on. So whatever that is, it's a Navy Hyundai. That's how you pronounce it, right? Hyundai?
You know what? Your guess is as good as
Hyundai.
mine.
Yeah, the lights are on. Might be the only one in the parking lot. I don't know. There might be a couple. I don't know. Your lights are on. You better have a Sears diehard, as we used to say.
Or brought some jumper cables with you.
So anyway, that's... Hey, don't forget also, Robbie, we've got this Best Dressed Hillbilly contest going on. A tradition at the Hillbilly 100. That's going to be $100 courtesy of Dodge Sporting Goods in Ellenboro, West Virginia. The best selection of guns in West Virginia at Dodge Sporting Goods. And the winner of the Best Dressed Hillbilly is also going to get a ticket to the Carl Schwartz Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora. And that'll be coming up in October. So there you have it.
Can't beat that.
Don't forget tomorrow live. Yeah, tomorrow here on Live on Flow at Eldora will be the Earl Baldus Classic, plus modifieds and super stocks joining the Valvoline Ironman Series up there tomorrow. Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway live at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Don't forget down at Tyler County. They'll be running tomorrow afternoon. That'll be $20,000 to win tomorrow afternoon in Middleburn, West Virginia. And the Harvest 50 at Skyline in Guysville, Ohio, September 26th and 27th. And we appreciate all of their support as well. So we wanted to mention that. Carl wanted me to mention those tracks. So get out and support your local track. We'll be back here in Western Pennsylvania. That'll be coming up in October at the Pittsburgher. 2 complete nights there. And then the annual Pittsburgher coming up, I believe it's the 4th of October. We'll be there the 3rd and the 4th. So cars passing through the scales. How about Hunt the Front? First time here, Joseph Joyner, 3rd quickest in his group. So that means right now, Jonathan Davenport will be on the pole of the first heat. Devin Moran on the pole of the second heat. Joseph Joyner will be outside front row of heat 1. And Mikey Marlar, 2-time Hillbilly 100 winner, he'll be outside row 1 of heat 2 here tonight at Lernerville. Hey, don't forget, coming up here on FloRacing, not only Eldora tomorrow, but next weekend for 3 nights, we'll have the Snowball Derby coming up December the 4th and the 5th here live on Flow Sports from Florida. And then the Chili Bowl Nationals, brought to you by NOS Energy Drink, January 12th through the 17th, 2026. From Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Chili Bowl Nationals, January 12th through the 17th. And I would say, I believe Ricky Thornton Jr. will probably be competing in that as well. And then don't forget Speed Weeks next year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series from mid-February through the 1st of March. We'll go over that later. For those that know that, we'll be starting after the Daytona 500. In 2026, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series 2026 season just around the corner. So Group B will be coming up here shortly. We'll take 3 at a time. You see Rob Penrod on the flag stand. He'll be on the flag stand tomorrow night. Well, he'll be running race director tomorrow night at Eldora. And then we'll be there next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Myself, Dustin Jarrett, Ben Shelton. Randy Weaver, by the way, is going to be in a 2-seater next Saturday night at Eldora. Michael Norris, not the Sarver Michael Norris, but the Fairbury, Illinois Michael Norris will be joining us. 2 12,000 to win features Thursday, 2 12,000 to win features Friday, and then 72,000 to win the 55th World 100, the most prestigious race in dirt late model racing, 1 week from tonight at Eldora. Well, we talked about 2026 Speed Weeks. February the 18th. Was that 3 days after the Daytona 500 practice at Alltech? Then Thursday, February 19th, Friday, February 20th, Saturday, February 21st, Alltech. And it disappeared off the screen. So there you have it. We'll go over that later. Thanks, I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Corey Lawler's going to be up first here. Well, before qualifying, it put some water on the bottom, and now it got drug across the track, so we're going to have to run that in to be fair to everybody here in Group B qualifying. So it didn't affect anybody in Group A, but it would have here in Group B. So again, officially, Jonathan Davenport quickest in Group A at 15.357. Then Devin Moran, Joseph Joyner, Mike Marler, Max Blair, Daniel Hilzebeck, Garrett Alberson, Brock Pinkerus, Logan Zarin, and Brandon Overton. So again, 4 heat races tonight for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. There'll be 8 laps apiece. Top 4 will transfer. 2 10-lap B mains, top 3. And then we'll settle up on provisionals. Who will those be tonight? We'll find out later on. And then 100 laps. The Hillbilly 100, $30,000 to the winner. There's the Lynn Geisler owned car, the #1 Cochran. You talked about sponsorships in late model racing. Of course, Forrest Lucas and Earl Pearson Jr. for a long, long time, well over 20 years. You look back also here in this area, Lynn Geisler, of course, many, many times, 109 wins here. Had the #1 Cochran on his car now, Alex Ferree behind the wheel. So those sponsorships hard to find, but me and Forrest Lucas, we miss him. It's been 1 week since we passed away, and he would be so proud of what's going on with the series. And again, as I mentioned last night, as we had a moment of silence, over $2 million already earned by the top 10 in the points, a record $250,000 to win the championship. That's a dirt late model record. $20,000 to win the Rookie of the Year. That is a dirt late model record. $1,331,000 in point fund and winner circle money. That is a dirt late model record. 11 races that pay $50,000 or more to win, also in the Crown Jewel Cup, and that is a record as well in dirt late model racing. So thank you, Forrest. All right, so we'll pack this in and be ready to go. So right now the heat races are set for heats 1 and 2. These will decide heats 3 and 4 here tonight at Lernerville. Good crowd on hand. Glad each and every one of you are here. Outstanding autograph session as well. There's me and Canute down there checking things out. By the way, our pace truck brought to you by Race Car Engineering. It was founded in 1998 and located in Lakeland, Florida. Race Car Engineering has become one of the largest sources for racing and performance parts in the Southeast United States. With a unique showroom and offices in a 17,000 square foot warehouse full of inventory, Race Car Engineering carries parts for circle track racing, both asphalt and dirt, sprint cars, drag racing, road racing, Street performance, pro touring, muscle cars, hot rods, off-road, and karting. For more information, racecareng.com. We'd like to welcome our service area sponsor, that is All Makes Collision Center, located in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So anybody has a receiver issue and needs sheet metal pulled, they'll go down to the All Makes Collision Center service area, and they serve all of western Iowa and eastern Nebraska. That is All Makes Collision Center. Thank you very much for coming on board here the last couple of months with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. I'd like to thank our official partners, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, presented by FloRacing this year. All-Star Performance, Automotive Racing Products, Big River Steel, Buzz Electric Bicycles, Dirt Draft, FloRacing, Heath Lawson Photography, Homatro, Hoosier Tire, Lucas Oil Products, Mark of Valor Apparel, Miller Welders, My Race Pass, Nutrient Ag Solutions, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Race Car Engineering, Rugged Radios, Summit Racing Equipment, Sunoco Race, University of Northwestern Ohio, UNOH, Wayland, and V Metal Services. All right, we're going to send him out of the infield. Again, Corey Lawler will be up first. He's in the 93 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. He's in the PPC Lubricants. Poncho's Racing Products, Creekside Auto Sales, Sunoco Race Fuels, all about wrap sets of Longhorn Pro Power for his dad, Poncho Lawler, followed by the current Midwest Sheet Metal Points leader, defending series champion out of Chandler, Arizona. That'll be Ricky Thornton Jr. He's in the Bobby and Jessica Kohler Motorsports out of Mount Airy, North Carolina owned. That is a Longhorn Cornet. Hoker Trucking and Knights Companies, Coleman Farms Racing, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Elite Ready Mix, Capital Waste, Sunoco Race Fuels, Bill's EMD Wraps and Certified Inspection, followed by the 1-star. 16 career victories here at Lernerville. That is Chubb Frank. Chubb Frank, he won this race back in 2003, I believe. He is out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. He's in the Quarry Rubber Corporation, Briggs Transport, Dave Warren Power Sports, Nystrom's Auto Sales. That is a Longhorn Clements. He did win it in 2003 for Chubbzilla. Again, don't forget to visit Mark of Valor there after we do time trials here. They have official Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series racer. We got the brand new flags as well. Stop and see Gary Marasco back there. Official Hillbilly 100 shirts back at the GottaRace.com booth. The 57th annual Hillbilly 100, the oldest continuous race in dirt late model racing. Corey Lawler's going to be up first in the 93 car. And out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, second straight year running with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. In the Poncho Lawler 93 as we begin Group B. These will be heats 3 and 4 tonight. These drivers will be in. Corey Lawler way up top side, look out. Off the track, brings it back down. He'll get the white flag at 18.517. Ricky Thornton Jr., 15.674. That's quickest so far. And Chubb Frank. Here's Chubb, 16.077. Lap 2 for Lawler, 16.399. It's quicker yet for Thornton on lap 2, 15.406. Chubb lap 2 is going to be $15.406 quickest for Thornton. Chubb 16.153 on lap 2. First lap his best at 16.157. Up next will be the 79. Leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year Chase 10th in the championship points. It'll be Donald McIntosh. He's out of Dawsonville, Georgia. He's in the Billy Hicks Racing at the Mount Airy, North Carolina. Longhorn Clements, H88 Shuttle Sales, Coleman Farms Racing, NobodyWalksNC.com. Albert Custom Homes, Rich Haven Ridge Principal Financial, Gambler Performance, Predator Custom Trailers, followed by Brandon Shepard. He's in the Mark Richards Racing, Rocket Durham, Valvoline, Robert Cap Ranches, Franklin Enterprises, Petco Towing, Sunoco, Collins Brothers Towing, Gunners, Honey East Metal Works, Performance Grading Styles, Brandon Maintenance, Rocket Pre-Owned Motors, and Alex Ferree and the Lynn Geisler, Rocket Clements, number 1 Cochran Expressway, Jack's Recycling, Tri-State Hose and Supply, number 1C. Shepard second, 15.652, 15652. Ferree third, 15.881. McIntosh 16.144 will be his quick lap. Shepard lap 2 is 15.598. It's quicker and still second. Ferree lap number 2 is 16.084, 16084. And Alex's first lap, 15.881. That's third in the Lynn Geisler 1C. 41 times the winner in his career here at Lernerville for Alex Ferree. Up next will be the J4. He won the track title here in 2022. It's John Garvin Jr. John Garvin Jr. from right here in Sarver, the Longhorn Scott Bailey. Homeboy Seamless Gutters, Bachman Trucking, Garvin Scrap Metal, Jake Brake Custom Powder Coating, followed by the 22 star, last year's Rookie of the Year. Out of Heinemann, PA, it'll be Drake Troutman, the GR Smith 22 Inc., Longhorn Cornet, Brickhouse Tavern, Victory Circle Auto, Gambler Transport, RFI Resources, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Jerry Siding, Roofing and Windows, Stone Natural Resources, George Beckett and Sons LLC, and Justin Can, the Longhorn Clements, out of Huntington, PA, the Border Financial, Nutella, Ridge Camp, K&K Seal Coating, Claycomb Excavating, Sheffield's Auto Sales 66, Garvin 16.158, Drake Troutman 4th, 15.974, Justin Can at 16.352. Garvin lap 2 is going to be 16.453. Troutman's up to 4th at 15.922, and Justin Can lap 2 is going to be 16.149. So through 9 cars in Group B, it's Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Shepard, Alex Ferree, and Drake Troutman. On the track next, trio will be the 6th car. He comes to us out of Jupiter, Florida. That'll be Clay Harris. Clay Harris, he's at the Longhorn Durham, Wilkerson Farms, Impact Electrical, Done Right Construction, National Fragile X Foundation, Universal Cable Systems, 12 Kings Construction Supply 6, followed by Hudson O'Neill, the Todd and Vicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Big River Steel Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding, Subsurface of Indiana, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Westside Tractor Sales, Dyna 1, Indiana USSSA, Fast Pit Softball, Bob and Tammy Burton, Houchins Insurance, Bobcat of Batesville, Sunoco 71, and Ken Schultenbrand, and the Longhorn Roush H, United Rentals, Beaver Jack Tree Service, Nature's Depot, and Powell Safety Solutions 29. O'Neill's 3rd at 15.744. Clay Harris was at 16.018 in lap 2. It's a little slower in lap 2, 16.080. O'Neill lap 2 is going to be 15.868. Kenny Schultenbrand, and he'll pick it up on lap 2, will be his quickest at 16.324, 16324. For the 2-time track champion, finished 2nd of the points this year, Ken Schultenbrand from right here in Sarver. Well, Colton Flinner, he's going to be up next in 48. He was 3rd in this year's points, the 21 track champion, 2021 here. And the 2016 Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year, Allison Part P of the John Johnson, Longhorn J. Dickens, John's Towing, Fast Andy Racing, River Salvage, Stan's Transmission Service, All Comfort Solutions, Heating and Cooling, Jake Brake, Pittsburgh Epoxy, and Belisario's Restaurant, followed by Boom Briggs. He's in the nice NYCE, Briggs Transport, Excess Storage, Corey Rubber, Stan Mobile Home, Dave Warren Power Sports, Longhorn Clements, followed by Carson Ferguson. He's in Live Oak Aesthetic, Hoopball Grading, Coltman Farms, Boone HVAC, Baker Mitchell, and Solidified Concrete. Entry 93, first lap time, Flinner 16.239. Boom, lap 1 is 15.772. And lap 1 for Carson Ferguson is going to be 15.768, but Boom Briggs goes to 2nd quick time at 15.591 in the 99B. Flinner's 2nd lap is his quickest. That's 10th in Group B at 16.134. Carson Ferguson 5th. His best lap was lap 1 at 15.768. Lap 2 was 16.063. So it's Thornton Briggs, Shepard O'Neill, your top 4 here in Group B. In the 66 car, Todd Bachman's car, to be Levi Yetter to Cabot, Pennsylvania. Cabot, Pennsylvania, the Club 29 Cornet. John's Towing, CRS Contracting, Bachman Trucking, Rosebrook Village, Thrower Concrete, Mr. Water Heater, Jake Brake, followed by Kyle Bronson, the Atomic Music Group, Race Car Engineering, Lucas Oil, Borchers Equipment, Michael Lloyd Hauling and Demolition, LTX Home Builders, Angry Elephant Tattoos, Longhorn Clements, and Bump Hedman, the homemade U.S. Sardine Mini Storage, Clean Machine, Longhorn Clements. Lap 1 for Levi Yetter, 16.056. Bronson is 9th at 16.038. Bump Hedman's first lap is 16.302. Yetter lap 2 is going to go to 10th at 16.222, but Bronson goes to 8th at 15.975. And lap 2 for Bump Hedman is going to be 16.728, 16728 for Bump Hedman out of Sugar Grove, PA, the Bump 22, the B22. So, the final one, last but not least, right? It's Uncle T. Turbo, Tyler Erb, the number 1. He's out of New Waverly, Texas. 21 career wins at a Lucas Oil 800 Series. The Eric and Kelly Brock Best Performance. That team based in St. Mary's, Ohio. It's a Rocket Clements. Langenfelder Mechanical, Roberts B Company, First Class Septic, Go Lithium, Sunoco Race Fuels. Sanawell, number 1. Cody Carl. on the wrench in 1. Had to go to the backup, the General Lee last night. First lap time here tonight. $16,520. He's hammered down into turn number 4, slides up the track, may scrub off some speed. We'll see what happens. 16,166. 16,166. He'll have to come from the back of a heat race again here tonight to make the show, but he will put on a show. 16th in Group B, so that'll do it. So Group B, 10th, Levi Yetter. 9th, Clay Harris. 8th, Kyle Bronson. 7th, Drake Trowman. 6th, Alex Fareed. 5th, Carson Ferguson. 4th, Hudson O'Neill. 3rd, Brandon Shepard. 2nd, Boom Briggs, and your fastest at 15,406, but not fastest overall. But he'll get 10 bonus points fast time in Group B. The 20 RT out of Chandler, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. How about it for Ricky Thornton Jr.? But Garrett Moorbacher, not the quickest overall. And that will be at 15,357 in Group A. And that's going to be Jonathan Davenport, the 49 car. So in that battle for the Lucas Oil Championship, $250,000 at Eldora coming up. And again, it's not a one-race shootout anymore because they get valuable points for feature wins. So they came into tonight. The deficit was 20 between Thornton and Davenport, so they both pick up 10 right there, so it stays put at 20. So we will bring him out. And your overall fast qualifier tonight, ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Two-time Hillbilly 100 winner to Blairsville, Georgia, Superman Jonathan Davenport. Garrett, down to you.
James looking for his 3rd Hillbilly 100 and defend his Hillbilly 100 here tonight at Lernerville. JD, quick overall tonight. How was the track different from last night's qualifying to tonight?
It's just a little bit drier for sure. You know, the lane moved right about the middle of our Group A qualifying there, and I had planned on kind of running the middle down in 1 and 2 or trying it for one lap, but then Devin went out a couple cars ahead of us and obviously went fast time at that point, and so showed us the line we needed to run. But you know, like James said, I'm trying to gain a couple points on Ricky, and it's hard to do, and he set fast time too. So we both got really good hot rods there, but just thank my guys for you know, the work they do for me and giving me a fast car where we can go out here and put ourselves in position to pick us up another Hillbilly 100.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
How about a race fans, your all-star performance? Quick time tonight, JD, Jonathan Davenport.
And again, 10 valuable points, but that's a wash there because 10 for Davenport, 10 for Thornton. So it remains 20 the deficit as we keep track of that. And again, that is going to be big when you get to the end of the year because not only do you have the bonus, the Big River Steel Big Four bonus after Knoxville, which is $10,000 for the top point man there. It's going to be between those two because right now Moran and O'Neill are well behind those two, but there he goes off. Jonathan Davenport, 2-time winner of this race. In fact, he won it one year driving for G.R. Smith. I believe that was 2017, right? And that he went on to win the World 100 that year as well. So that'll be coming up next weekend here on Flow. And Robbie DeVore, the Ohio Valley Steel Block Late Models, coming up next for their time trials. Brother, take it away.
You got it, Mr. Essex. Thank you for welcoming us in here yet again with the Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series. My name is Robbie DeVore, the voice of the Ohio Valley Late Models. And, man, I could not be looking more forward to this event tonight. Biggest prize pool in our series for the season, $5,000 to win tonight. And also, if you guys are buying some 50-50 tickets right now, it's at $2,400. So go ahead, purchase those 50-50 tickets. We will be drawing them later on in the afternoon. Once we turn on the lights, I want to focus your attention to that 15.3574. The Lucas Oil Late Models Quick Time, and you'll see the speed variance between the differences in the steel blocks and them supers. So we got a few cars coming out at the same time for their qualifying effort in the CNC Plumbing, winchrental.com, Eagle Hoist and Winch, Tattoos and Scars Construction, Travis Harry Racing Engines from Franklin, Pennsylvania in the 44 Bravo, Aiden Buzel. In the Duncan Oil, Hater Racing, Jegs, LePage Motorsports from Sunbury, Ohio in the 151, Trace Settles. And the Buccaneer Hauling, McDonald Farms, Extreme Designs and Graphics, Schwartz Race Cars, EMT Logistics from Good Hope, West Virginia in the 44. That's Lucas McDonald. And we got one car around struggling yesterday in the 151. That's Trace Settles. Spins around the transition to turn number 4. So we're going to go ahead and throw the yellow flag out. Presented to you by Premier Precast. Settles was having trouble last night, all night long in turns 3 and 4. For whatever reason, he just could not get that thing hooked up, and kicks it off tonight with some struggles as our first trio to qualify. Only one car was able to score a lap, and that is the 44B of Aiden Bouzell. He scored himself a 17.361. So right now, just working out who's going to go ahead and get an extra lap and who is not. All right, we're going to get him back up to speed. This time, going to go ahead and throw the green flag, I believe, on Lucas McDonald. McDonald there entering into turn number 1. Got himself over the hill last night, did it all by himself. Took a shot to the ribs from the 55 last night of Matt Long, forced him up, kept it on the racing surface, but we're going to go ahead and throw that white flag out. Lucas McDonald faster than Aiden Bouzell. The 44M going to jump up to the top spot out of 2, 16.961 for Lucas McDonald. Second lap for time, going to go ahead and jump it one more. Lucas McDonald, 16.984. Yeah, so you can see there on now exiting turn number 4 that all black everything 151 and Trace Settles continues to struggle to get that car hooked up the way that he wants it to be. Young kid coming out here for the first time at Lernerville Speedway, struggles early, but hopefully in race conditions he can figure something out, because that kid is fast. He's just got to get that thing on rails.
Go ahead and send the next 3.
Gonna send out our next trio now. Drivers right now awaiting the Rugged Radio's transmission from officials to drivers to finally put these late models on track for group number 2. And we're gonna go ahead and take it now. Scored himself a top 10 last night. And the Kale Lawn and Landscaping, Stack Products, Swift Springs, Integrity Paving, Ty Torrig Racing from New Matamoros, Ohio in the 99 Tango, Tyler Riggs. In the Giovanni's Pizza, Burl Out Performance, Thoroughbred Construction, Pickett Concrete, Tim Logan Racing from Coal Grove, Ohio in the number 81, John Melvin. In Southern Ohio Trenching, Tribute Contracting, Premier Precast from Calixburg, Kentucky in the number 58. Currently running for that Rookie of the Year, Evan Terry. Lucas McDonald still has the fastest time with a 16.984. They will all be chasing him. Go ahead and scratch that, ladies and gentlemen. 99T, Tyler Riggs, top of the board, 16.483. John Melvin in the number 81, Giovanni's Pizza Machine, 16.586, puts him second quick. Evan Terry struggles towards the bottom of the scoring pylon right now in that 58, P5, 17.461 for Evan Terry. Checkered flag it away for Melvin. 81 can't jump it, a little bit slower that time around, about a full second, as Tyler Riggs can extend it a little bit further with a 16.483, about a full 10th of a second over John Melvin and Lucas McDonald from group number 1.
Next 3, Garrett.
In the Bear Contracting, Amos Paving, Fast AF Designs from Spelter, West Virginia, the number 23. Welcome back, Derek Rogers. In the Shoemaker Automotive, FDR Heating and Air Conditioning, Barron Race Engines, RS Bowser Plumbing from Mount Union, Pennsylvania in the 4s tonight, Sean Shoemaker. And Derek Rogers having some issues there in turns 1 and 2. The rest of the drivers are going to take their way on the high side around him. And in the 1s tonight, in the Drelos Motorsports, Caroline Street Pub, Gross Electric from Queensbury, New York, Demetrius Drelos. And the 1s across the board, still Tyler Riggs. Demetrius going to jump up to that 5th spot. Right in front of him in the number 44, Sean Shoemaker, 17.006. 17.209 for Demetrius Drelis in the ones. Both 4th and 5th, still waiting on a score time for the number 23 who had issues there. Pulled it off the racetrack. So as the checkered flag waves, it's going to be the 99 still. Tyler Riggs, top of the scoring pylon. 16.483 for Tyler Riggs. John Melvin and Lucas McDonald, your top 3 right now as it stands of 8. So getting word now, we're going to push up. Steve Dotson not going to be able to qualify tonight. Having some issues with that race car. But in the Capel Automotive, Ron's Auto and Convenience, McCormick Auto Details, Hometown Pavement Solutions, Green Clipper Lawn and Landscaping, C2 from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Delancey. And in the Rays Garage, U2 from Creston, Ohio, currently leads the Chew on This Jerky Rookie of the Year point standings, leading the chase. Oh, little lady herself, Christy Oler. And in the Aquatech Water Conditioning, Turnworks Machine and Fabrication, Robertson EPM from Lyons, Ohio with the number 56, BJ Gregory. Gregory was pretty dang on fast in his hot lap. Struggles a little bit early in this running. First lap for BJ Gregory going to be put at a 17.285, still chasing Tyler Riggs. Corey Delancey on his first lap post a heater. He's up to the 3rd spot, 16.897. Still 0.4 of a second off of Tyler Riggs' pace, who is at the top. BJ Gregory struggles in qualifying, puts him 7th quick, 17.285 for the number 56 of BJ Gregory. No better that time for Corey Delancey. And Christy Oler, top 10 for her. 10 of 11 competitors so far to qualify with a 17.852, a full second and a half off the quick time pace in Tyler Riggs. From Concord, North Carolina, in the Rocket Chassis, Heinz Brothers Automotive, Ray City Performance, NJR Group, ML Performance, Brookdale Animal Hospital, East Coast Countertops, Hillbilly Deluxe himself in the 5s tonight, Matt Long. In the RPM Shock Services, Anarchy Customs, Integra Shocks, Longhorn Chassis from Hookstail, Pennsylvania in the 33X, Logan Zarin. And in the Allen Stone Builders, Don Linder Sales Team, Crum Concrete and Excavating from Little Hocking, Ohio in the B52, Pete Crum. Crum coming off a 2nd place finish last night, had to work for it throughout the entire feature. Made a pass on Zach Milby at the exact last second that he needed to on the money lap. And got himself that P2, $1,000 in his pocket last night underneath the flag stand. Now the number 55, who goes to P2, just a 10th off, just a shade off at Tyler Riggs. Matt Long made one of the longest hauls up here from Concord, North Carolina, 16.584 for him. Pete Crum struggles in his qualifying effort. You got to think these temperatures are having a factor and playing a factor in these drivers and the way they're going to be handling the high banks here at Lernerville. Pete Crum at a B52 off his 2nd place finish last night puts himself 9th in the scoring pylon with a 17.316 for the B52 of Pete Crum. Logan Zarin back there in P12. Leading out in the 2 Bucks Trucking, Cessna Motorsports, Whiteford & Sons Trucking, Sluggo Trucking, Medvan from Hastings, Pennsylvania in the 33, JR Bernie Whiteford. And your 5-time Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series champion in the Dome Cycles, Afterburner Performance, Mullins Race Engines, Burlau Race Products, Octane Race Products from Poco, West Virginia, piloting the Mach 5, Zach Milby. And in the LB Trucking, 2 Bucks Trucking, Cessna Motorsports, Medvan, THP, Whiteford, Stone, and Supply from Hastings, Pennsylvania. Part of the Hastings Hammers. He's a twin brother in that number 1 in Caleb Whiteford. As the white flag is going to wave, go ahead and put Zach Milby at the top of the boards. 5 MP, won by a 10th of a second. 16.363. Didn't come to play if you're the 5-time. Pushes Tyler Riggs back to the 2nd spot. Mac Long from the last group there back to 3rd. Bernie Whiteford puts himself right in the eye of the storm on speed. 8th position right now for that 33 JR with a 17.148. And Caleb Whiteford all the way back there in that 17.577 puts him 15 out of 17 competitors to qualify. All chasing the Mullins Race Engines Quick Time Award, which is going to put $100 in their pockets tonight. Leading us out in the Lucky Buck Mineral Rocket Chassis Race City Performance FDR from Dawson, Pennsylvania in the 1, Braden Dillinger. In the R&J Trucking and Hauling Slacker Fabrication 803 Company, the Rushville Rocket himself in the number 25, Ted Johnson Jr. In the TBR, Kevin's Terry Lawn Service, Walmart Premier Precast Products, Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House from Ashland, Kentucky in the number 97 Tango, Kevin Terry. Zach Milby, P1 right now, has it by about a 1/10 of a second over Tyler Riggs and Matt Long. In this group right now, fastest we have Ted Johnson Jr., 18th quick, gets jumped by the number 97 of Kevin Terry, puts himself at an 18.433 for Kevin Terry. Kevin Terry, one of the guys, missed out on a race earlier on in the season, or else he'd be right at the heels at Christy Uller for the Chew on This Jerky Rookie of the Year. A couple bucks in their pockets for that, a gift certificate, maybe a fender, a set of Swift Springs, and a big box of Chew on This Beef Jerky. So the 1 of Braden Dillinger right now cracks the top 5, fastest out of that trio. In the 1 machine, 16.734 for Dillinger. Leading us out for our next group to qualify in the Always Safe Flagging Traffic Control Fuel Required Real Nuts Vodka Metal Supermarkets for, I tried to butcher it earlier, I'm going to do it again, Coropolis, Pennsylvania in the 60H, Brian Hutchko. Last night's winner, $2,500 in his pocket, looking to add $5,000 tonight underneath the flag stand in the Witten Brothers, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep, Possums, Quarter Farms, Wells Motorsports, Fritz's Auto Care, Skibby Johnson Motorsports, the Commonwealth Bandit himself from Beaver Dam in the 2s, Russell Irwin. And in the Schaefer's Racing Oil, VP Racing Fuels, Total Skin Solutions, Taylor Puckett Racing, STI XSL Racing Chassis from Greer, South Carolina in the 1-7, Taylor Puckett, Russell Irwin, go ahead and put your name at the top, buddy. 22, picking up right where he left off, coming to the checker flag, 16.204, and he's going to be just a shade slower on lap number 2, but that's going to earn him the top spot. Jumps Zach Milby, puts Milby back. Look at this, Taylor Puckett in a 1-7, cracks the fast 4 on speed with a 16.557, and that's going to do it. Russell Irwin not only got the big check last night, he's going to go ahead and throw an extra $100 in his pocket. The 22 Commonwealth Bandit from Beaver Dam, Virginia, the number 22, goes to the top of the boards. Russell Irwin, 16.204. Zach Milby, the 5-time Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series champion, P2, 16.363. Tyler Riggs in the 99 Tango rounds out your podium qualifiers with a 16.483. Taylor Puckett, Matt Long, Melvin, Dillinger, Delancey, McDonald, and Shoemaker, your top 10 qualifiers for the Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series, all chasing that $5,000 on the line tonight. That will secure our Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series qualifying effort. We will be back in just a moment with the Lucas Oil Late Models.
This is what you save your lunch money for. Welcome to the High Limit Room. The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Hey race fans, have you set your dirt track lineup?
Hey, this is Kyle Larson, and you're watching the best pavement, dirt, and drag racing, all live on FloRacing. You have great racing on the track, you have great crowds.
400 race cars.
8 laps to go. Corner number 4 at the line. Brandon Overton.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is back big for 2025. as the Big River Steel Chase for the championship presented by ARP kicks off in January and concludes at the season finale at Eldora Speedway in October. Drivers will battle for over $1.3 million, with $250,000 awarded to the series champion at Eldora Speedway. Don't miss the action all season.
You have to fight to pull ahead, to find your edge, to do whatever it takes to make you 1/10 of a second faster, smarter, more committed than the other guy, because you've got the kind of passion that can overcome the impossible. And we've got the most powerful performance race fuel available to help you do it. Sunoco Race Fuels. Take the lead.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Big River Steel, developing sustainable steel made with the world's most advanced mini-mill technologies. By Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. And by Summit Racing Equipment, everything you need for anything you drive. James Essex, Garrett Moorbacher, Robbie DeVore back here, the Hillbilly 100 for the 57th time. First time here at Lernerville, 30,000 to win tonight as we're about ready for our pre-race ceremonies. I have no comment, Rob Penrod. That is very impressive. All right, well, here we go. Rob, are you ready for this? Because this is, I guess these are all in the best dressed hillbilly contest. Well, they were out here last night. I don't think they're supposed to do their intermission. They're well dressed. We got the moonshine, we've got the outhouse, got the bales of straw, we've got the coveralls, overalls. That's the Three Rivers Hillbilly from Pittsburgh. Oh, man, let's give them all a big round of applause because it takes a lot of courage to dress like this on FloRacing, and they're doing a good job. All right. Well, all right. Before we get started, that's good times here at Lernerville. We're glad each and every one of you are here tonight for the Hillbilly 100 at Lernerville Speedway. On behalf of the Thompson family, I'd like to welcome you here tonight. 30,000 to win for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And before we get started, if everybody will please rise, remove your hats. And for our invocation from Dirt Racing Outreach, Mr. Russ Ward. Russ.
Thank you so much, James. If you would join me in a word of prayer. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, God, I thank you, Lord, for such a beautiful day that you gave us here at Lernerville Speedway. Lord, the creation of your earth that you made for us is just more than we deserve. But God, we know that you love us unconditionally. We know that your heart is always towards us. And God, even when we're at our worst, Lord, you're always there for us. Your word says you'd never leave us and you'd never forsake us. And God, we just thank you, Lord, that you love us so much that you sent your son to die on a cross for each and every one of us. Now, Father, as we go into tonight's program, Lord, we want to still continue to remember the Lucas family, God. Continue to lift them up in prayer, Lord, with the passing of Forrest, God, the founder of this great series, Lord. We just ask that you be with them, keep them in perfect peace in the days to come, Lord. Be with us tonight in the program, God. We just ask safety over all of our drivers, wisdom in their decisions they make on the track, and our great fans and our staff and our crew members as well. Lord, just watch over each and every one of us and grant us safety in our travels home tonight, Father. And as always, we just thank you and praise you for all you've done and all you're going to do. And we ask it all in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Now please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. All right, By the way, $100, the best dressed hillbilly. You know what we ought to do, folks? How about the lady in the outhouse? What do you think? There you go. I love it. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, you get $100 courtesy of Dodge Sporting Goods in Ellenboro, West Virginia. They have the best selections of guns in West Virginia. I don't know if she owns a gun, but by golly, go down there to Dodge Sporting Goods. She gets $100. I don't know what can you buy for $100? Can you buy some bullets?
Yeah, you can buy
some
it.
ammunition?
Absolutely.
Now you could probably buy an outhouse. They used to burn them down there at Pennsboro, didn't they? The Porta-Johns. Well, there you go. I don't know her name, but congratulations, right? I bet it's Sarah. Probably Sarah something, right? Do you think? No offense to any Sarah. Do you know any Sarahs?
I do not know any.
Okay, well, anyway. Hey, Peluso, they're going to give away $1,000 to the top finishing driver, local driver here at Lernerville. The drivers eligible, they're here tonight, is Colton Flinner, Levi Yetter, Alex Faree, Ken Schultenbrand, John Garvin Jr., Gary Lyle, and Chris Schneider. I need that. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Eric. Peluso, right? Peluso Roofing, $1,000 bonus to the top finishing local driver here tonight at Lernerville in the Hillbilly 100. By the way, a big welcome, Russ, David Cruz down there at Hard Times Bar. This is the hometown of Earl Pearson Jr., Jacksonville, Florida, watching tonight. And also to the Bearded Hobo Brewery and Pub in Brownstown, Indiana. You've been there. Have you been to you've been to Brownstown, right?
I've been to Brownstown. Can't say I've been
on
to
the Brownstown Speedway, right?
Absolutely.
They are watching tonight here at Live on Flow. And in the return to Brownstown Speedway tonight, guess who's on the pole at Brownstown for the feature tonight? In his return, former Hillbilly 100 winner, former Lucas Oil champion, the real deal, Don O'Neill on the pole at Brownstown tonight.
Absolutely.
There you go. Well, we had Josh Richards back last night, not running tonight. Don O'Neill's back. Who knows who's going to come back? We need Davey Johnson back, right?
Absolutely.
That would be awesome as heck, wouldn't it? All right. Now that all that's out of the way, Penske Shock seat number 1. Tiffany, are you ready? Here's your starting grid for heat number 1. We do it all here, man. We are a full-service operation. It is Jonathan Davenport in 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia, and Hunt the front. In the JCM Motorsports 19, his first time here on the outside of row 1, Milton, Florida's Joseph Joyner. Row 2 will be Max Blair, the 111. He's out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. And Garrett Alberson's last night's winner. He is out of Las Cruces, New Mexico in 58. Row 3 will be Logan Zarin, the 1Z out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania. And Clay Ruffo, the 14R, he's out of Brookfield, Ohio. Row 4 will be Tyler Wine, he's out of Oil City, Pennsylvania. And Hayden Cowan out of Lincoln, Georgia in 14. Row 5 will be the 98 track champion, Gary Lyle. And he made it on the track. Last night's fourth place finisher, the number 9, it'll be T-Mac Tim McCready in 9. 8 laps, top 4 transfer. Winner starts on the pole here tonight, the Victory Fuel pole at Lernerville. In 4 heat races, 2 B mains. Donago, dirt bike, 3 prize packages given away the week of the Dirt Track World Championship to 3 different fans. You must buy a advance ticket through Eldora Speedway for that. That'll be for Carl Short's Dirt Track World Championship, October 17th and 18th at Eldora. Go to EldoraSpeedway.com for camping and ticket information. Put your name in the contest. Or maybe the lady that won the Best Dressed Hillbilly, she'll go buy her some tickets and maybe win a Donago, right? Donago bike, right? You think so? Russ, welcome. Great invocation, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, James.
You're welcome. You'll be at Eldora next weekend, by the way. Dirt Racing Outreach, 2 o'clock next Saturday.
Yes, sir.
2 12,000 win features on Thursday. 2 12,000 win features on Friday. And then Saturday night, the World 155th Annual, 72,000 win. All lap, every lap here on FloRacing next weekend. All right, run in his track, make sure it's ready to go. Jonathan Davenport in 49. On the outside, Joseph Joyner in the 19M car. That team based in Birmingham, Alabama. Colton Miller, the owner of that team. Of course, they started the season with Spencer Hughes. They get hardship points. They're going to be 15th in the points. That pays $20,000, by the way. They would be eligible for provisionals and winner circle money and point fund money. Joyner will finish the year in that 19M car, Garrett.
Hey, James, just saw on Facebook on Tim McCready's page, power steering broke, so he missed qualifying. Watch T-Mac in this heat race. He knows how to get around Lernerville, two-time Firecracker 100 champion.
Hey, Bob Waring Sr. did need power steering back in the day 4 times. He won the Hillbilly 100 in a row. He's the winningest driver here in the history of this race, the history of this racetrack. He is watching here tonight as they go into turn number 1. Davenport's going to get the advantage down the back straightaway. Here comes Joyner. That's a J. Dickens power plant under the hood of the 19M car to turn number 3. He goes to the outside on Davenport down the main straightaway. 1 lap in the books. Jonathan Davenport, Joyner, Blair, Alberson. Out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson, the winner here last night. Garrett on the outside of Max Blair to turn number 3. Alberson had that top groove rolling last night. He led all 40 laps. He held off early on Ricky Thornton Jr., then Jonathan Davenport, and then Devin Moran late. Now Alberson trying to find a way around Blair as Davenport leads down the back straightaway. For the victory fuel pole tonight, 91 career wins in the Lucas Oil 800 Dirt Series. 2-time Hillbilly 100 winner. He won it in 2017 for G.R. Smith in 2023 as he comes into turn number 2, seeking a record-tying 4th Lucas Oil Championship, which would equal Earl Pearson Jr. and Jimmy Owens. Right now, second in the points, 20 behind Ricky Thornton Jr. We got a good battle, second on back developing. They are on the gas. This track, again, perfect shape here again tonight as they come out of turn number 2. Off the pace briefly was Ruffo. Clay brings it back onto the track. Meanwhile, it's Davenport off at turn number 4. As we have 5 down, 3 to go. Joyner second, Blair third. Alberson runs in for it. Garrett Alberson still trying to make that top work in the 58. Down the back straightaway. He will have a run on Max Blair to turn number 3 around this 4/10 mile oval as they come out of turn number 4. Garrett Alberson on the outside of Max Blair. Down the main straightaway, and he's got him. Alberson goes, well, not yet. He still scored in 4th. He got it that time. Yes, he did down the back straightaway. But Jonathan Davenport at the Barron's Performance, white flag, 1 lap to go in 49. Second spot is Joyner, third is Alberson, 4th is Blair, final lap. They headed to turn number 3 on the victory full pole tonight. Not the finish he wanted 1 night ago, but he'll be on the pole for the Hillbilly 100. It's Jonathan Davenport. Second is going to be Joseph Joyner. Garrett Alberson third, Max Blair 4th, and Logan Zarin, Tim McCready from the tail, and Tyler Wyant. So the top 4 will go to the UN08 scales to make it official. Grabbing a 4th will be Max Blair. 3rd place, Garrett Alberson. 2nd, Joseph Joyner. And your winner, he is in the Nutrient Ag Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin out of Bodie, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheep. It's a Longhorn Cornet tonight for Double O Motorsports. Corey Fosfed, the crew chief. Tyler Bragg, Cole Perrine on the crew. Of the Lance Darlin Anders 49, 2-time Hillbilly 100 winner. He'll be on the pole tonight. Out of Blairsville, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, how about it for your winner, Superman Jonathan Davenport.
Looking to defend his Hillbilly 100 title. JD, car was fast. What changes do you think you'll need to make before the 100-lapper?
Well, thankfully we got these great stack products on the right side, or we'd have to be beating some sheet metal out. I don't know why the 19 want to turn left on me on the start and then down the straightaway at the same time, or again. So anyway, just thankful for my guys. Hopefully that ain't gonna be too much more work for them there. And I was hoping it didn't cut a tire down or something stupid like that. But anyway, say hello to everybody back home. I'm a little ill, but anyway, Blaine, hope you get feeling better, buddy. He's been a little under the weather all week, so we hope he's better and get back to school next week. And say hello to Rachel, and thanks to Lance, Darla, everybody that helps out with this thing. Can't thank them enough for sure. But starting on the pole tonight, so maybe we won't go backwards again.
The Nutrient Ag Solutions gets the victory fuel pole. He starts In row 1 here, the Nutriag Solutions after winning Penske Shock's Heat Race 1.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much. Summit Racing Heat number 2 on the pole will be the 99. Last night's runner-up out of Dresden, Ohio, to be Devin Moran. On the outside, it'll be the 157. He's a 2-time Hillbilly 100 winner. Out of Winfield, Tennessee, it'll be Mike Marlar. Row 2 will be the 22, Daniel Hilzebeck. He is out of Earlham, Iowa. On the outside, coming off his first career win in a super late model last week at State Line, it's Bam Bam Brock Pinkerus out of Ellenville, New York, the 555. Row 3 will be Brandon Overton, the 2018 Hillbilly 100 winner out of Evans, Georgia in 76, and Dan Ebert in the 60s out of Lakeshore, Minnesota. Row 4 will be Chris Schneider, Lowell, PA, and Tyler Dietz out of Saxonburg in 77. And on the tail will be Dan Angelicchio. He is out of Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania in 14. 50-50, $3,100, folks. Let's get it up to $5,000. Down here at the Buffalo Township Town Hall, down here underneath the grandstand area. $3,100 right now in the 50-50. Again, let's get that thing to $5K. If we hit a door, we could do that pretty quick, couldn't we? All right, Devin Moran and Mikey Marlar. Marlar won his first Hillbilly 100 in 2004 behind the wheel of a steel block C.J. Rayburn race car entry. Outside of the front row in the Longhorn, we're underway. The Nutriag Solutions start zone here at Lernerville, Heat 2. Moran trying to get that advantage. Mikey goes way to the top. Mikey Marlar, a good weekend last weekend. And Overton spins around, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out as he looks like he had contact from someone, as you see the right rear quarter panel damaged on the Dude Wipe 76 for Riggs Motorsports. And we'll go to a Dave Warren Power Sports replay on what happened to the Evans, Georgia veteran. They went in and got side by side, he and Ebert. And Overton goes around. Brings out the Coleman Farms Racing caution. As you see the Dave Warren Power Sports replay, not only here at the track, but at home. And that Denago dirt bike going to be giving it away, 3 of them, 3 prize packages awarded to 3 different fans who purchase advance tickets to Carlos Short's Dirt Track World Championship. Coming up October 17th through the 18th at Eldora, as Brandon Overton down here in, well, briefly in the All Makes Collision service area. So he will come back out. He will have to go to the back. Single car accident. It's going to be Moran and Marlar. Hilzebeck and Brock Pinkerus. Second row, both of those drivers trying to make their first Hillbilly 100 at the Nutriag Solutions restart zone with no laps in the books. Moran, here they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Mike Marlar did double duty last week at Port Royal. Here at Lernerville tonight. In the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, you see right there Bam Bam and Dan Ebert going at it. Devin Moran to lead, 2 laps in the books. Moran, Marlar, Hilzebeck, Bam Bam runs in 4th. Down the back straightaway, Brock Pinkerus, the young teenager out of Ellenville, New York. Again, got his first super late model win 1 week ago at State Line, New York. As they come out of turn number 2, Moran with the lead now, 1.3 seconds for the 99. Talked to his wife, Lakia, expecting their first child coming up in March, right after we get back from Speed Weeks. Into turn 1 is Moran, Marlar, Hilzebeck, Brock Pinkerus runs in 4th. Down the back straightaway, Devin Moran. Remember, he started 8th last night. On a restart with 14 to go, he was 5th. He got to 2nd. He got within a car length of the lead, but couldn't quite make the pass on Garrett Alberson. And right now, with 3 to go, he is in control of this race. Into turn 3. Marler second, Hilsebeck third, Brock Pinkerus runs in fourth as we have 2 laps to go for 99. His dad, a former multi-time winner of the Hillbilly 100. Devin trying to win his first one here in 2025 as he comes off of turn number 4 in the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports entry. That team based in Morristown, Tennessee. They keep the car there in Dresden into turn number 1. The Barron's Performance white flag, 1 left to go for 99. Currently third in the points. Down the back straightaway. He crosses the UNO8 scales. He will start third tonight, 99 with a win in heat number 2. Mikey Marler takes second, third is Hilsebeck. Here comes fourth. It is going to go to Brock Pinkerus into his first Hillbilly 100 at a 555. Then it's Ebert, Dietz, Overton, Angelique, and Schneider. So the top 4 will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. Grabbing fourth in his first Hillbilly 100 will be Brock Pinkerus. Third in his first Hillbilly 100 will be Daniel Hilsebeck. Second, a 2-time winner of the Hillbilly 100 will be Mikey Marler. And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, he's in the Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Hazen Services, Bomag, Millwood Plumbing, Anthony's Pizza, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, Red Oak Pub, Refuel Wellness, Car Source Auto, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep Brand, Ibach, Phillips CPA, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Hall and Haskell's, Chuck Kimball, the Crew Chief, Dylan Klein, Nick Smith, a.k.a. Two-Tone, and that Longhorn Cornet, your winner, the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Devin Moran?
Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, 99 down here at the UNOH scales. Winner of Summit Racing Heat Race number 2. Made the Big River Steel podium in second place last night. Trying to get his dad as a 3-time Hillbilly 100 champion. Well, Devin, look good there. What do you have to do to get 1 spot better tonight?
Just got to keep up with the track. You know, it's a long race. 100 laps around here is a long time, you know. So we just got to make the right adjustments, set a good pace, and see if we can get out front early and stay there.
Devin Moran looking to join his dad as a Hillbilly 100 champion, and he wins Summit Racing Heat Race number 2.
Now he's got that Buckeyes uniform on. Buckeyes beat the number 1 Texas Longhorns today, so you're a Buckeye fan, aren't you, Russ?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
I'm all about racing, James.
You're all about racing, brother. That's what you're focused on, that, my friend. Cool at Thermotech Heat number 3. On the pole will be the current Midwest Sheet Metal points leader in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That'll be Ricky Thornton Jr. He's out of Chandler, Arizona on the outside. In the Valvoline Rocket One out of New Berlin, Illinois, it'll be Brandon Shepard. Row number 2, the Baylor Motorsports 93 out of Lincoln, North Carolina. That is Carson Ferguson outside the 22 star. Last year's Rookie of the Year out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania. That'll be Drake Troutman. Row 3 will be Clay Harris. He's out of Jupiter, Florida. Outside will be the 1 star out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. That is Chubb Brink. Row number 4 will be Donald McIntosh leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. He is out of Dawsonville, Georgia. And John Garvin Jr., he will be out of Sarver, PA in the J4. Row 5 will be the B22, Devin Moran's father-in-law, Bump Hedman out of Sugar Hill, Pennsylvania, and Corey Lawler on the outside of him in the 93 car. By the way, we just mentioned Anthony's Pizza on the side of the 99 car. Tommy and Stacy, is it Amari? A-M-A-R-I, Amari, right? They're the owners of Anthony's Pizza, 25th anniversary. Congratulations. Not bad at all. How long have you been married to Rochelle?
Almost 35 years.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa, that's impressive.
Cranking them in there.
Maybe you get $100 tonight.
There you go.
Married the most years.
Grandbaby needs a new pair of shoes.
There you go. All right, Ricky Thornton Jr., Brandon Sheffer, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Start Zone. B-Shep to the outside. They are bundled up in there out of turn number 2. Troutman in that 22 star for G.R. Smith, the former car owner, winner of this race. When J.D. drove for it at 2017, Ricky Thornton Jr. looking for his first win in the Hillbilly 100. He's going to lead or go side by side for second into turn number 1. Carson Ferguson started on the pole at Port Royal last week. Up to second, Shepard third, Troutman runs fourth. As we work lap number 2, the Coleman Farms Racing caution is going to come out on the racetrack. And it's Donald McIntosh, turn 2. 10th in the series points, leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase in the Billy Hicks 79. So we got 1 in the books. It's leader plus 3. And he did not make it to the point for lap 2, so McIntosh will go to the back. So it'll be Ricky Thornton Jr. Shepard. A break for him as he'll go back in the second, as that last lap did not score and did not complete. Thornton, Shepard, Ferguson, Troutman will be your top 4. Delaware double file, and B. Shep's going to pick the bottom on Ferguson. So we've got 8 or 8 in the show. We know our front row pole is going to be right now Jonathan Davenport. The winner of this race will be outside front row. So could we have another Thornton Davenport showdown here at Lernerville? So the Nutrien Solutions restart zone, 1 down, 7 to go here in Coolett Thermotech heat number 3. The winner again starts on the outside of the pole here tonight. Whoa, man, out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Clay Harris, he dimed it off that corner, and he is on the gas into turn 3. Shepard to second. Ferguson working the outside off of turn number 4. It's Thornton still in the lead. Russ, they hit that berm down there, and it unsettles the car. Into turn 3, Shepard. Here comes Ferguson on the loud pedal. Thornton still leads down the main straightaway, side by side for a second into turn number 1. Carson Ferguson way up top. Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Good race for second. Brandon Shepard and Carson Ferguson trying to catch Ricky Thornton Jr. at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark of heat number 3. This track is hammered down here tonight, in great shape again for the second 9 in a row, and Ferguson has that line up top. They're still side by side. B-Shep on the bottom. Ferguson up top. Out of turn number 4. They are still going at it. It's Thornton by 0.7 of a second. Can they track him down? Brandon Shepard and Carson Ferguson. As Thornton tries to pull away slowly but surely out of turn number 4. As we have 2 laps to go. It was 0.7 of a second last time. This time it's up to 0.9 of a second. They've lost a little bit of ground. Ferguson has lost a little bit of ground to B-Shep. B-Shep sets his sights on the 20 RT, but we've got the Barron's Performance 1 lap to go out of turn number 4. For the outside of the front row, the 20 RT. He crosses the UN08 scales, the top 2 in the points as of right now. If he completes this lap, would be on the front row here tonight at Lernerville for $30,000. As they come out of turn number 4, Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to lead it wire to wire in the 20 RT. B-Shep second, Ferguson third. Fourth is going to be Drake Troutman in 22 star. So the top 4 will go to the UN08 scales to make it official. Fourth will be Drake Troutman. Third, Carson Ferguson. Second, Brandon Shepard, and your winner. He is in the Hoker Trucking, Knights Companies, Coleman Farms Racing, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Elite Ready Mix, Capital Waste, Sunoco Race Fuels, EMD Wraps, Certified Inspection. Zach Fields, the crew chief. Nick Hardy, Skyler Cooper on the crew of the Bobby and Jessica Kohler Longhorn Cornet Power Plant tonight. The defending Lucas Oil champion in current points leader, the 20 RT out of Chandler, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, how about for your winner, Ricky Thornton Jr.?
RTJ and JD finished 1-2 at the Firecracker back here in June. They will start 1-2 here tonight for Hillbilly 100. Ricky, the track seemed to change a little bit from qualifying. How do you think it's going to look for the 100-lapper?
Yeah, I think the track's going to be really good. Not that it was super slick qualify, but really you couldn't just Hail Mary the cushion like you kind of could last night. So I feel like the track's gonna be really good. The bottom started to slow down a little bit. It's gonna get wide and slick, and really I think it's gonna be the guy that has the best car, but it's also the best during lap traffic. Obviously 100 laps here is a long time, so the track's gonna change quite a bit, and hopefully we make the right adjustments. Gotta say hey to my wife, my kids back home. Evan Kohler there was giving me some advice for the heat race. He said just go out and don't suck, and hopefully we'd win. So I got to thank him for a little extra motivation.
Winner of Coolett Thermotech heat race number 3. How about it, race fans? RTJ, Ricky Thornton Jr.
Always good advice. Anybody ever give you that advice, Russ?
Can't say they have. Yeah.
Well, how about his teammate, Jordan Kohler at Eldora, starting tomorrow for the World 100? He drives 114, right? He's going to be in a Randall Chubb throwback. You got to love it, right? That's going to be awesome to see that. All right, Simpson Race Products heat number 4. It'll be Boom Briggs. He's at a 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, and outside will be Hudson O'Neal, the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. Row 2 will be Alex Fareed, the 1C out of Saxonburg, and Kyle Bronson, the 40B out of Brandon, Florida. Row 3 out of Cabot, Pennsylvania, driving Todd Bachman, 66 out of Levi Yetter, and Colton Flinner in the 40. He's out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania, the John Johnson entry. Row 4 out of Huntington, it'll be Justin Cannon, 66 Turbo. Tyler Erb is going to come from the back again. He did it last night. He's out of New Waverly, Texas, and Ken Schaltenbrand, 2-time track champion, second in this year's points in the 29 out of Sarver. So right now your front row is set here tonight. Victory Fuel Pole, Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thorne Jr. on the outside. Row 2 is going to be Devin Moran, and will it be Hudson O'Neal or Boom Briggs or Kyle Bronson or Alex Fareed? If O'Neal wins, the top 4 in the points are going to be in the first 2 rows here tonight. The battle out for 30K. Oh my goodness, how about Boom Briggs? Can he set in the 4 starting spot here? The Nutri-Nag Solutions start zone. We are underway at Lernerville in the 4th and final heat of the night. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. O'Neal fires to the outside. Boom got a good start, but O'Neal is going to lead lap number 1. All right, here we go down the back straightaway. O'Neal out in front, 2 laps in the books. Boom Briggs, Alex Fareed, Colton Flinner, your top 4. That's it, O'Neal. Boom Briggs got a good start, but right now he is in second. Fareed is third. Alex Fareed in that Lynn Geisler #1 Cochran car, 41 career wins here, tied with the great Bob Waring Sr., 6-time track champion here at Lernerville. Right now, O'Neal at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark as we'll have 3 to go, and 71 with the lead, 0.8 of a second down the back straightaway, but Boom Briggs is making up time. Boom Briggs is making up time. We got a car off the track in turn number 2, and I believe that is Schaltenbrand in the middle of the back straightaway, and we're going to have a Coleman Farms Racing caution. Kenny Schaltenbrand, as he rips off a tear-off over there on the backside of the back straightaway. Now again, Peluso Roofing going to pay $1,000 to the top finishing driver in the main event tonight. Schaltenbrand, who was second in the points, one of those drivers eligible, along with Colton Flinner, Levi Yetter, Alex Fareed, John Garvin Jr., Gary Lyle, and Chris Schneider.
I'll tell you, James, that'd be a race within itself, just watching those guys battle for that 1,000.
All right, here we go. 5 down, 3 to go. Hudson O'Neal, Boom Briggs, Alex Fareed, Colton Flinner, your top 4. Then it's Yetter, Can, Erb, Bronson, Schaltenbrand. Tyler Erb had to go to the General Lee last night, made it in out of the heat race, got the 4th spot on the last lap. Bronson made it into the show, trying to get it going here. If not, they will be in the 2nd B main here tonight. Well, Boom Briggs had started to track down O'Neal before the caution as we come back underway at the Nutri-Nag Solutions restart zone at Lernerville. Boom working the bottom, O'Neal up top. Out of turn number 2, O'Neal started 7th last night, finished 3rd. If he wins this race, he'll start 4th, but Boom may have something to say about it. Out of turn number 4, they've got 2 to go. Hanging right in there. 3rd is Alex Fareed. 4th is Colton Flinner as they enter turn number 3 at the Barron's Performance. 1 to go for the 71. Final lap. Boom. Alex Fareed, Colton Flinner, top 4. Down the back straightaway. It's 1 second the lead. As he started on the outside front row, got the lead on lap number 1. He will win. Simpson Race Products heat number 4. Boom Briggs is going to be 2nd. Faree is going to be third. Colton Flinter's fourth. And you have Erb, Can, Yetter, Bronson, Schultenbrand. So the top four will go to the scales to make it official. Grabbing fourth will be the 48 of Colton Flinter. Third will be the number 1 of Alex Faree. Second will be Boom Briggs, and your winner. He is in the Big River Steel Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding Company, Subsurface of Indiana, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Westside Tractor Sales, Dino One Inc., O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Indiana USSSA Fat Smith Softball, Bob and Tammy Burton, Houchins Insurance, Bill Stein, Sunoco, and Bobcat of Batesville. Crew chief is Jason Durr, and we've got Riley Sheedy and Kyle Daly on the crew of the Longhorn Clements. For SSI Motorsports, your winner, the 71, out of Martinsville, Indiana. How about it for your winner, Hudson O'Neill?
The real deal, Don O'Neill won this event in 2014. Hudson trying to pick up his first Hillbilly 100 victory tonight here at the Lernerville Speedway, the Big River Steel Merrill Bonding 71. Hudson taking off the helmet here at the UNOH scales. The 2023 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. Hudson, 2 quick questions for you. First, you look good on the outside. Is that where you're going to try to make your move for the win here for the 100-lapper?
Yeah, we got to get. I was pretty good up top, but we just have to get a little bit better down the racetrack. Was kind of just got lost on the racetrack a little bit and let Boom get up beside me, and the caution came out and let me regroup a little bit. So, yeah, I got to make a few adjustments, but I think we got a good starting spot anyway. We'll hopefully we'll be right there at the end of it.
How about your dad starting on the front row at Brownstown? It'd be cool if both of you won tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I enjoy watching him race. You know, I got a short term to race with him there, and it was so cool to get to share those memories. So anytime he gets back in a race car, I know he sure enjoys it, and it's cool to see him back in the Masters built car as well, and racing at Brownstown tonight. So had a good heat race and everything. Hopefully he can get it done too.
How about it, James? What if the new deal and the real deal win on the same night in 2025?
You never know. You never know. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate it. Ohio Valley Steel Blocks coming up next for their heat race action. Again, they'll be running a 50-lap main event here later on tonight. So right now, we've got 16 cars in the show in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thornton Jr. will be your front row, then Devin Moran and Hudson O'Neill row number 2. We'll have 2B mains coming up. We'll take the top 3 from that, and that'll get us to 2 provisionals here tonight. Robbie DeVore, are you ready to go with your heat race action, sir? Good to see you again.
Mr. Essex, you know I am always ready to call the Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series, whether it's qualifying, hot laps, heat races, or the feature. We got 3 heat races coming up tonight for our series for that $5,000 on the line tonight for the feature win in the A main. So a little bit different from last night's format.